Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. When I bought my Cricut about a year and a half ago or so, I was surprised to find that there wasn't an offset feature in it. Now some people have used a workaround where they use two layers of the same word and they have the bleed on one layer and off on another, and I tried that, but I really wasn't satisfied with the results. So I started watching YouTube videos, and there were people out there using a free open source software called Inkscape to make the offset. I watched some videos and it seems so overly complicated that I just gave up. Well, very recently I started watching videos again. I uploaded the newest version of Inkscape, Inkscape 1.0, which I'll show you how to do, and I found that it can be pretty simple. So if you'd like to learn how to make offsets, join me for the rest of my video. Now here's how you can download Inkscape. You can do a Google search, just type in Inkscape 1.0 download, and it's this top link. Now that we're in their website, I use a Mac, so I want to click on the Mac download. If you use Windows, you would click here. So I click on the Mac one, and look, it shows download is already started. Now that I know it's complete, I go to my downloads file, and here it is. So I'll click on it. It will open up. Then on the next screen that pops up, it just wants me to drop the Inkscape icon down to my applications folder. Now I've already downloaded it, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this process. I'll say replace. Your question will be slightly different, but I'll go ahead and finish this. Now it's copying the new Inkscape version to my applications. You can see right here that the estimated time to copy this into my applications was about a minute. Now that it's complete, I can go ahead and X out of that. I can X out of this, and I can go to my applications folder. I'll scroll down until I see the Inkscape icon, and there it is. So to open it, I just click on it. Now the first time you open it, it's going to give you a warning that it's downloaded from the internet, and they want to make sure that you want to open it. It is safe, so I'll click open. Now this is what my Inkscape looks like when I open it up. The functions are on the left, and so I'm going to go down to the letter A. That is the function to create and edit your text. I click on it, and then I come over to this rectangle and I click inside there. That's where my text will type. I'm going to type the word hello, and while I do that, you see it appears over here, over in the area where you can change the font. If for some reason this does not show up on your screen, you can go up here to the T, click on it, and it will make this screen appear. Now watch as I scroll through the fonts, the word hello will change. It shows me a sample of what it would look like if I select that font. I'm going to go choose Affectionately Yours. I wanted to have a script font. And then right below this area is the word apply. Now that I've applied that font to my text, you see right here, it changed to Affectionately Yours. I do have to get out of the text function. I have to go up here to the select function. So I'll click on select, and now I can drag this to make it any size I'd like. For our purposes, it doesn't matter what color the text is, but I'm going to change it to this pretty purple. The first thing you have to do to really be able to manipulate your word is you go up to Path and you select Object to Path. Now I was really unfamiliar with that lingo, but I learned it is a step that you have to do. If you don't do that step, this won't work. Once you've done that, you can go over to Object and you can say Ungroup. Now you can see each letter is individualized. If you want to move one letter, you just click outside and then select the one letter you want to move, and then you can just move it over. Okay, we're going to go with that. Now you select the entire word, go up to Path, and you'll click Union. Union is the same thing as Cricut Design Space's weld function. So I'll click Union, and there's our word. So now I'm ready to make the offset for it. To make the offset, your word has to be selected. You go to Path, and down here to this linked offset. You click on that. Now you can't see the offset yet, it's behind the original word, but you pick a color that you want your offset to be. So I'm going to pick this kind of greenish color. Then to make it larger so you can see it, you grab this bar right here, this little grab bar, and you just slide until you get the size of offset that you want. Now notice that there's these little holes in the offset, and that typically happens. So let me show you how to fix that. The first thing I need to do is go back to my select function, click on it, and then drag the purple layer off. Now, just like the first thing we had to do to really manipulate the word hello in purple was to select on it, go back up here to Path, and Object to Path. We have to do that to the offset layer as well. Now, if I click on Edit Paths by Nodes, all of what they call nodes shows up. And the reason we have the hole out in the middle, or the two holes out in the middle, is we have these nodes out here. So we are going to select those nodes and then click Delete on your keyboard, and then select these nodes and click Delete as well. You need to make sure you don't accidentally select one of the outside nodes, or you'll start deleting parts you don't want to delete. So we'll delete that. Now I'll go back to my Select tool, and I'll drag my hello back onto the offset, and we're done. Even if your front layer isn't perfectly aligned where you want it to be, you will have the opportunity to fix that in Cricut Design Space. So for now, I just want to say Save As. Now here's all the ways that you can save this file, but I'm going to save it as a plain SVG. I'm going to save it on my desktop, and I'm going to name it Offset. Now I can go ahead and close out Inkscape, and since I've already saved it to my desktop, I'll close without saving. Now that I've opened up Cricut Design Space, I'll click Upload, Upload Image, and then I'll go to my desktop and find it. So it came in as an SVG. There's no cleanup to do. It already put the name of my file in there, Offset, so I'm just going to click Save. Then you can click on the image and, just like usual, insert it into your project. Notice that this came in grouped. To manipulate them individually, I just click on Ungroup, and then we can move one at a time. So let's say it came in looking like that. I can just select both layers, align, center vertically and horizontally, and that fixes it. So you've just learned how to use the offset function of Inkscape for your Cricut Design Space projects. Thanks for joining me. I'm Marilyn. Bye-bye.